One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Winston. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Mississippi State's offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping. We'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Mississippi State going up tempo. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Bama. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few...
There he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and then next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to scramble. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got room on the return. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Reese. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Pocket breaking down. Makes his man miss. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the run, it's Young. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Starts to scramble to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He might want another play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. A strike downfield. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Mississippi State right back to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fast motion in the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked...
Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good... Sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage. Like, nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Rolling right and going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He'll pull it down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Bulldogs are in a mess here on third and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He's got great speed. He's on the loose. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And this quarterback has had a less than stellar game. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun. Looking to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. And after that first down gasher. They're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
From the gun. It's caught. The two-pointer is good, and now we have a one-possession game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense might bring the house here. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Mississippi State going up tempo. The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. It has been a quiet and somewhat forgettable game for this sophomore behind center. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, first and 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. That's caught. It's Horton.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They just keep firing. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time. time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. To throw, it's Norman Hope. Lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown tie. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Glover. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bulldogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be calling a hot route. They've been running it, but now the pass. Still looking on the move. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Basic connection. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pressure coming. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide, and they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Fears the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Makes the catch down the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. On the move. Got some room headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Try to march their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Here comes the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State right back to the line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Croman Hope. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. On the ground, it's Young. Picks up the first down, still moving. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They're able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Makes the grab. It's Moore. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Alabama comes out. Fourth down play to start the fourth. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna try to get it himself. There he goes. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Running through contact. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
It's complete. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The Bulldogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move, he fires. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Release to the back. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Going for the big play. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense wants to bring the heat. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just keep slinging it. Here's the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Back to throw, it's Russell. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Moving past the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Failing on the fourth down, guys. You look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. To the air, it's Mack. The short hands, it's Hayes. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
The score, Alabama 51, Mississippi State 16.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Under fire. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted